Alright, testing, 1, 2, yeah, we seem to go on. Hi guys, so yeah, I'm gonna do another quick video here. It's not gonna be nothing too crazy about singing, but just my thoughts on support. Because there's about as many different approaches to support as there are vocal instructors there to teach them. Everyone's got a different idea on, you should be pushing straight down with the stomach, or you should be pushing forward, or down and out, or fucking backwards, sucking it in, or you should be aiming the sound up, all this stuff. And fundamentally, breath support to me seems pretty simple. If you're getting the sound color that you want to use right, you're using enough twang for high notes, or, the edgier, brighter sound, which topic for another video, but yeah. If you're using the sound color right to get the note that you want, you're being efficient with it, you've got enough breath, and you're using enough energy to make the sound. That's the main bit. My favorite vocal coach that I've seen talk about support, it was in a book by Elizabeth Sabine called Strengthening the Singing Voice. Look it up, it wasn't too hard to find. And she really talks about support as if it's of paramount importance to singing. She really makes the point that it's vital. But her description of it, she doesn't seem to talk about anything in particular, like, oh yeah, you've got to push down with the stomach in a certain way. The main takeaway I took from it, at the very least, was when you're singing, and when you're singing demanding stuff, like not just talking or crooning, you need to engage with the body more. The whole midsection. You need to get into the act. You need to feel some passion for what you're doing. Basically, you got to give singing some fucking oomph, It's very different doing, just singing about this kind of volume, la 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 la. I find that takes very little support as opposed to, higher, fuller, grittier, more demanding types of sound. They take more energy, especially the higher you get, it literally is more energy, the frequency's higher. So yeah, that's my idea on support. What you have to do is learn to engage your body to do it to a relevant amount. I don't think that there's much value in trying to do it a specific kind of way, unless you feel it obviously makes a difference. Like one of my favorite vocal coaches that, I used to swear by, and still do it to a certain degree, but yeah, Jamie Vendera. He really preaches support, and he can shatter glass with his voice, and as far as I'm aware, I can't. I've never tried it. So, I defer to him that for him to shatter the glasses, it's vital that he approaches support the way he does. But, he says push straight down, like you go into the bathroom or something. And there are other singers out there that I think certain classical type approaches, classical, people that claim it's classical technique anyway, they put the belt round the waist, breathe in deep, push the stomach out, very artificial position, and hold it, which is odd to me because how many contemporary singers do you see doing that? And maybe that kind of stuff is better for, optimal levels of support and breath pressure and all that stuff, but if you don't see it in contemporary music with the singers that you look up to, that you want to sound like, that you want to sing like, then it's a non-issue. If you're not seeing these singers on stage sticking the gut out and really emphasizing these postures, then clearly it's not that important. And specifically with singers that have long-lived careers, I look up quite strongly to Michael Bolton, Steve Tyler, Jason Page, these guys whose singing voices, they're more or less on par with what they used to be. Jason Page, he's still fucking roaring like a lion, in spite of, he has quite a thin tone and stuff, but it's powerful as fuck. And Steve Tyler, his voice, I don't think it's changed at all. His, high gritty sounds aren't quite as gritty as they used to be, but it's still there. And Michael Bolton, he's lost a few notes of range, but he's still doing, his sort of powerful crooner type thing. And yeah, I don't see any of them really pushing the gut out live on stage. I really don't. I just don't see any of that stuff with them. Maybe they're locking it tight. You can see the physical engagement with them. And there's a lot of merit to just trying to get the body involved. So try different things. Try different things different coaches say. Try them all out. But mainly, you need to give it some oomph when you're singing. Like I've already said, it's very different, just, the amount of breath support required for talking like this, as opposed to, more rock scream, wow type shit, It's very different. Like, right off the bat, that's a bad example as well. I'm just talking, it's, all cooled down here and stuff, but I felt it in my gut. It tightened. It braced for the sound, Which, yeah, I believe support is automatic when you get the sound right and you put the energy in required to do it. You'll figure it out yourselves. So just experiment, try those different things, and try not to take it too literally or too seriously when you hear singers and vocal coaches really talking about it as if it's of vital importance. I think all of these coaches are just trying to convey the subjective feelings they feel when they're doing this stuff. And it's nothing more than that. They're doing something. And it's working for them. Find what works for you. That's about it. I hope that helps. Catch you next one. Bye.